A very good morning, Zimbabwe. Welcome to Africa and Beyond Television Network, and my name is Ronald Wekwa Makusha. So there is a said report, Team Zimbabwe, which is right here onto the screen. Peter Giftimtasa says propaganda has limitations if it is not helped with some form of competencies that lead to noticeable delivery of basic public services. Embarrassingly, all neighbors are aware and are of and burdened by the effects of our failed state. What does he mean? There is this report where President Emerson Mnangagwa reported that they had agreed on a proposal to have a passport-free movement between Zimbabwe and Botswana borders. Remember, Namibia does have the same together with Botswana, and it has been implemented. But according to this article, which is right here onto the screen, they are saying that the Botswana parliamentarians unequivocally expressed their opposition to the proposed removal of passports for travel between their countries and Zimbabwe. So this matter was taken by the Labour and Home Affairs Minister, Anna Moheti, and the members of parliament from both ends rejected the proposal or the proposed arrangement, which would see citizens from both countries use national identity cards instead of passports at entry points. So you would understand this was in agreement between President Mnangagwa and President Masisi, the two of them, and it involves a lot of background people who are supposed to deal with that matter. However, we need to take a look on what Jamanda George Charamba had to say. So let us go to Donza Musoro so that you hear the explanation they've given, because they are continuously defending the position, and it's something which we need to actually closely look at and understand kuti ivo vari kumboti kudii. So I'm trying to find this this handle Donza Msoro, where he actually disagreed with this report, because Donza Msoro believes kuti there is a way they're going to evade whatever the Parliament of Botswana has agreed. They believe that there is a way to evade. So, according to Donza Msoro, he actually said that the executive can run around and evade the parliamentarians and go against the parliamentarians. So it's a very important, Team Zimbabwe, to understand kuti. So this is what Donza Msoro had said here. Hanzi imwe journalism ndechipwere chaicho. In the first place, the two presidents agreed on the principle of using IDs for cross-border movements, tasking their responsible ministers to work out legal modalities for that to happen, and agreeing on principle is not implementation. Secondly, a debate in parliament cannot in itself summarize a national position or the eventual decision of the executive, less so when only one side of the debate is covered. So this is what George Charamba is saying. He's saying that the decision of Botswana Parliament cannot stand if the executive is to make a decision and say we need to implement this policy. But will that not make the Botswana Parliament go against their own president and call for his removal? There's a possibility. In other countries, you have to understand that they are not led the same way Zimbabwe is led. In Zimbabwe, the rules, the laws, the regulations, the constitution is not followed. But in Botswana, you would find out that the MPs have power to stop some things. So, yes, according to what George thinks, the executive can override everything and do their own things without parliament the same way they do here in Zimbabwe. But it might be a different case in Botswana. So we do not know, guys, kuti Richamira say is how are they going to convince the Botswana Parliament to actually take part of this whole process. So it helps the people of Zimbabwe move freely in between Botswana and Zimbabwe, but the Botswana people are saying that given the history of Zimbabwe, right now the influx of Zimbabweans who are getting into Botswana using passports, what if they are allowed to use their IDs? That will mean much more Zimbabweans will get into Botswana, and it will cause more problems. And they are saying that there's a great possibility that the people of Zimbabwe might become more than the population of Francis Town itself. So atize guys kuti munozvionawo sei, we are going to continue to watch and see kuti vanozvipedza sei kana kuti vachazvimisa sei, but it's a very tough decision taken right now.